At the very edge of a sleepy seaside town where the wind smelled like salt, warm bread, and mild regret, there lived a boy named Kiko who was famous for three things and three things only: waking up late, talking to animals who absolutely did not ask for it, and having dramatic internal monologues about extremely small problems. And on one perfectly ordinary morning that he somehow managed to oversleep by an impressive amount, Kiko burst out of his tiny wooden house with one soft missing toast in his mouth and his hair, doing something that could only be described as a personal insult to gravity, because today was important. Today was the day he promised himself he would finally be productive, although the universe, which had known Kiko for a long time, laughed softly and immediately sent a gust of wind to slap the toast out of his mouth and into the face of Momo the cat, who stared at him with the deep disappointment of someone who had seen his life choices. And as Kiko chased the cat down the cobbled street, shouting apologies, excuses, and a short speech about destiny, he nearly collided with an old lady carrying a basket of apples that rolled dramatically downhill, prompting Kiko to dive after them in slow motion, only to realize halfway through that he had absolutely no plan, landing in a heap while the apples continued on without him, because even fruit had places to be. And as he lay there staring at the sky, wondering if this was rock bottom or just a preview, a tiny forest spirit popped out of a nearby bush, clapped politely and said, 10 out of 10 commitment, 0 out of 10 execution, which startled Kiko so badly that he screamed, tripped over his own thoughts, and demanded to know why magical creatures always appeared when he was at his worst. To which the spirit replied that it was simply good timing and terrible luck. And soon, Kiko found himself dragged into a completely unnecessary but highly emotional adventure involving a grumpy cloud that refused to rain on schedule, a bakery whose bread kept floating away because it wanted to see the world, and a river spirit who charged compliments instead of money, all while Kiko complained loudly, learned accidentally important life lessons, and discovered that helping others had a strange way of helping him too, even if he tripped at least 7 times doing it. And by the time the sun began to set and paint the sky in soft oranges and pinks like it was showing off, Kiko sat on a hill overlooking the town, tired, slightly wiser, missing one sock forever, but smiling. Because for the first time he realized that being late, messy, and a little ridiculous did not mean he was failing at life. It just meant he was living it in his own strange rhythm. And as the wind brushed past him like an old friend, he looked straight ahead and thought that maybe tomorrow he would wake up earlier, although the wind did not look convinced. And if you enjoyed drifting through this funny little world with Kiko, laughing at his chaos and feeling a bit of calm along the way, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us for more gentle, cozy, and slightly silly stories. Because sometimes the best adventures begin with being late and end with a smile.